Each one of the Reserve Component Services is heavily engaged in Yellow Ribbon and have really taken this on with enthusiasm and passion.
If our Army Reservists know that while they're overseas and while they're deployed, that their families will be taken care of, it eases that burden of them so that they can spend more time focusing on the mission.
I was finally able to put the pieces together that the whole year of his deployment was all about him. Just being able to say out loud the fact that I felt like nobody really appreciated what I was doing. You know, it was almost like this invisible wall that I didn't know was there was taken away just by acknowledging that.
And it was important for me to hear that.
Because he had no idea.
Welcome to tonight's dinner in your honor.
It allows us as a Navy to say thank you for your support. Thank you to the sailor and thank you to the family member for answering the call to your country.
Tonight, we honor all of you.
We wanted something that would help couples communicate with each other on the hardship of mobilization.
I will never forget when you told me about the waiter at the restaurant asking, "Is this everyone?" And little Alex spoke up and said that his daddy was in Iraq, but he wasn't dead. This served as a gut-wrenching reality check for me.
It can be, more often than not, a very emotional session, especially when their spouses or significant others there.
When he told me he wanted to leave again, I was just like, what? Why the heck would you want to go again?
Every single service member and their family is a VIP at every single one of our events.
We feel that happiness and excitement about their return. We're feeling that, but we're also feeling some anxiety.
One of the fears is how they're going to react to just becoming normal everyday citizens again and not in a war zone or not doing what our soldiers are doing.
Yeah.
When your family's involved in that Yellow Ribbon campaign, they get a chance to be part of the process. And while we try to reintegrate back into our jobs, it's also important for us to reintegrate back into our families.
These kids are bright. I mean, you see 5-year-olds acknowledging a lot of things that you don't think they realize.
I miss you, and I hope you come back soon.
We as commanders, first sergeants, command chiefs, we're here to help you. That is our job, is to make sure we kick down those doors for you to get you and your families and loved ones the help that you need.
There is an amazing setup of systems here for you military people that you can empower yourselves before you deploy and when you return from deployment to become financially stable.
As you go through the briefs and the different events, you will see that the aha moment, the relationship starts to build, the conversation starts to grow, and it's one of those things where this is why I'm here.
I think it's excellent. I think Yellow Ribbon is probably one of the best things that's ever happened to us as reservists.
And sometimes we always forget about the importance of keeping our families informed, because you know what? Your family's forever.
We're going to give some examples of some stuff that they might see that may appear out of character coming from their Marines, but is fairly normal behavior for a Marine returning from this kind of thing.
What's going on with you, Marine? Tighten your body up. Been late to work 3 times this week. We've only been back from deployment 2 months. What the hell's going on with you?
I might have had a little bit too much to drink last couple days.
Last couple days, that's not what I'm hearing.
A lot of times, people returning from these type of deployments will turn to alcohol as like a blanket.
And we got some single service members together as well to kind of be like, okay, who's the hardest one to reach? And let's gear the event towards them.
We call this 4 lenses because it truly does influence how we see the world.
Because we don't change our temperaments, we can only change our ability to understand our strengths and weaknesses.
Getting ready to deploy, somebody's going to be in charge, and they're not going to see the world the way you see the world. How do I find out what's making this person tick?
There's always that chance of miscommunications, and Yellow Ribbon brings all those resources to one spot.
If you have issues out there on the front lines, we have somebody we can talk to, somebody that we can relate to, somebody you can see at the same set of eyes.
Most important thing for you during deployment is communication.
The real challenge is with those who stay behind. They're the ones who've got to deal with all the issues that come up, all the challenges, all the things that go wrong.
Amelia Duckworth.
We recognize all the children, all the dependents who come to these events. And we do that by giving them a certificate, honoring them as our own heroes.
I want to thank you from my heart to all your family members, for what you do.
The most important aspect of command is taking care of your people. And these programs make sailors and their families stronger. So we believe it's important to prepare them for mobilization, but also to recognize their service and their sacrifice when they return home.
I firmly believe that we've saved lives. The Yellow Ribbon program, I would suggest, is more than paid for itself many times over.
I have hope for my family, I have hope for me, my just getting better, I have hope. And that's the first time in a long time I've had hope.
And so when you see a program that actually works and makes an impact on people's lives, you want to continue that and see it be a success.